Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the answers to some of your questions regarding my experience doing a foundation year degree before my main degree. If you are new here, my name is Esther. I'm a fourth-year pharmacy student from University of East Anglia. So if you'd like to know more about my experience doing foundation year and you would like to learn more about what foundation year is all about, please keep watching. So straight dive into the video. If you see me looking up and down, I've got the questions listed here so I can see what the questions and just give you the answers to some of your questions. And I've decided to do it in small sections, such as general topic about foundation year, what the assessment is all about, and the social aspects of foundation year. And then I would end the video with the advantages and disadvantages of doing a foundation year degree if you find yourself in that situation. So first of all, let's talk about the general topic about foundation year. So your first question is that, how was my foundation year? Well, it was the most interesting part of my degree, and I wish that I really enjoyed myself during that time more and just have made the best use of that free time I had then. It was really good. I felt really part of the university. I was not really neglected from other members of the university, but that could be a plus for my university in particular. But it was really a really good experience coming from someone that never had a science background. It was really good transition, the type of support I got to get through it, and thinking of the fact that during our time we had to get 70% overall for us to be able to get onto the main pharmacy degree. This was really good, because that 70% initially when I started, I thought it was very hard to reach, but as I went on with the foundation year time experience, it was so easy for me to reach that I made it into the main degree. So it was a very good experience and I really loved it. Next question is, what did you study in your foundation year? So in my foundation year, I did biology, chemistry and pharmacy practice, and maths. So the biology, we had the foundation biology, introductions biology, and the main biology part. So like we spent the first semester doing introduction to biology, which is typically equivalent to the A-level style biology, just to kind of keep your head round to remember what biology is in general. And then in second semester we went into further biology module, and that was just more detailed content of biology. That was what that is. The chemistry part of it, also the introduction part of chemistry, the first semester was covered on introduction, learning how to do chemical equations, all sort of things like that. And then when we moved into the second semester, we started doing analytical chemistry and more detailed explanation and more depth of chemistry to prepare us for the main degree. With the pharmacy practice, this was really good because I thought they were just going to focus on the chemistry and biology part of it. However, they decided to give us an hint into what pharmacy would look like when you get into the main degree. So the pharmacy practice, we had the opportunity of doing problem-based learning, PBL. So we had a group, and then they would give us a topic. We had to work together as a group, come up with a presentation and teach our other group members what we have learned from that topic. And we also was able to learn the drugs delivery parts of pharmacy, so such as the thermodynamics, the kinetics, energy, all those sort of things of pharmacy. We learned that as well. And we also learned what the laws of pharmacy. We learned that from our foundation, so that kind of sets the basis of what the main pharmacy degree is going to be like. And the maths, we were splitted into two groups. So I was in the higher maths group because I had an A in my GCSE in maths, so they thought I was okay to be in the higher group. And then some people would just go to the foundation if they feel like the higher one is too hard for them. Even if you had a good grade in your GCSE, if you feel like the higher maths is still hard for you, you can easily do the foundation maths. And my higher maths, I was doing things like integration, differentiation and everything like that. I thought I was going to struggle, but like I really love my lecturer. Like, he's so good that it really made the maths so easy, so I didn't mind at all. So the next question, which I would say is the same as what modules what did I study, which I've just explained. I'll just move to the next one. Is, do you feel discouraged completing the foundation year instead of doing the main degree? Definitely no. I felt like if I had gone straight to the main degree, I would have dropped out of the university because I failed. I really am so thankful that I did the foundation, because that sort of prepared me for the main degree, not in terms of content wise, because of course as the main degree the content becomes more advanced and everything like that, but in terms of work ethic, I was able to build my work ethic while I was still in foundation. I know what I need to do to be on top of my work. I was able to build my organization skills. I was able to know that when I'm given coursework, I have to be on top of it and to be able to submit on time, so I can reduce the amount of stress and anxiety I create for myself later. So I'm not discouraged at all. I personally even asked for a foundation instead of the main degree because I was offered the main degree, but I knew I'd never done chemistry, and the last time I did biology was GCSE, so I knew that I needed a real refresher for me to be able to do well in this degree. So I don't feel discouraged at all. And one thing I always say to people, it is not how far, it is how well. So I'm thankful that I did it and I'm doing well at the moment. So that's it. So the next question was, how much chemistry and biology is in the foundation year, which is what I sort of mentioned in what I studied really. So it's more like equivalent A levels. So what you do in AS and A2 is literally, that's just what it is, but it's just that you're doing all that content in 1 year. So you can imagine the amount of workload and how you have to be on top of your work, which is what I said, that this foundation is sort of preparing for organization and how to work well and not feeling overwhelmed with a lot of work. Yep. So the next question is, what happened after you finished the foundation year, the process? So like I said initially, for my cohort, we had to get 70% overall for the foundation year degree, and also 70% in the chemistry module for us to be able to get opportunity to move forward into the main degree. So what happens after that is that after our exams, we get our results like ending of July. Have you passed? If you have not passed, you have a receipt and they'll tell you blah 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 and everything like that. So thankfully I passed. I think I was 70.25 exactly, like I don't know, like God really saved, and I got into the main degree, and all they did was they just started sending us emails of like we are new students coming into the degree, but like emails of what would the main degree is going to be about, the new timetable, the classes and everything like that. That was it. It wasn't a very tough process. Of course I did say 70% specifically, however there were some that still got in with less than 70%, so they know how to, they can change things around, they are quite flexible with it, so it was all good. And apparently now at my university you only need 40% pass mark to get into the main degree, so that has even made your job more easier. So you said, how was my timetable like? So I had foundation, I had 30 contact hours, which includes lectures, workshops, seminars, tutorials, group meetings outside lectures and things. That was 30 contact hours. I mostly have Wednesdays off, and what mostly I think our university have that off, and it's just for society time to just chill and relax and not just do any schoolwork. But I always use my Wednesday afternoon to just go over some things I've had backlogged from Monday and Tuesday, so that I can get ready with myself for Thursday and Friday. But I also have my weekends off, so I kind of chill on my weekends, but I mostly make sure that I use my weekdays to just do schoolwork and weekends for me to chill, and if I want to work part-time I can do that during the weekend. So the timetable is mainly, I think, Monday to Friday. Monday and Tuesday you have 9 to 5, Wednesdays you have half day or you don't have anything, and Thursdays, Friday you might start in the afternoon, something like that. So tips for foundation year. Well, I would say to you, never think that you know it all. The fact that some of you might have done A levels and still get into foundation year might be an issue. It's like, I don't know if it's an ego issue. I would say some people don't feel good, and some people just like, oh, we've done it before, we know it, and just sort of brush the class off, or just sort of, you know, those sort of things. I will tell you that I had people that actually had done A levels before, that the things we were going through were kind of repetitive for them, but they still didn't make it to the main degree, which I felt like it was just because they felt like they know it all. Please don't have that mindset. Even though you find yourself in this foundation year, try to ask for help. Try to get involved in everything that they've asked you to do. Never brush things up that, oh, you know it, you can't be bothered. Even if you know it, you can't be bothered, but still put the effort in. That would be my advice. Second of all, I think my second point is that try to be on top of your work as much as possible. Even though it is foundational, you want to help use that moment to actually build your work ethics. This will help you not just in your foundation year, but in the long run for the whole degree. Think about it, as you improve and progress through the degree, it becomes more advanced and more difficult, I would say, and that's definitely true. So you want to build that experience, that skills while you're doing your foundation year, so that when you get into the main degree, it would help you a lot. Like, you will literally thank yourself for being on top of work and learning how to live your life academically in a university setting. It is not like A levels or college where your lecturers chase you up to say you have to do this, you haven't done that, you have to submit this. There's nothing like that. You're on your own. It's up to you to do it, and if you don't do it, you will see the results in your marks. So that's what I would say. And the third thing I would say is that since foundation is the only time you can really enjoy yourself, so please make use of that time and enjoy yourself to the fullest. I really regret the fact that I was just focused on study and didn't enjoy myself, like experience more of the university, even though I'm not doing that now. But I'm actually doing it now at the wrong time, because it's actually difficult to actually find time to socialize with the main degree as you advance. But at foundation, enjoy it, explore. It's not that hard, it's not that, you know, it's not that difficult and everything. So explore, socialize as much as you can, have a good work-life balance, and also learn that right from your foundation here, so that when you move into the advanced here, that will be easy for you to navigate. And the last question is that, would you recommend foundation year pharmacy? Yes, 100% I will. If you know that you haven't got a grade like I did, and you feel like, oh, your knowledge of all the sciences is a bit mediocre, please just go through the foundation year. It's not the end of the world. Of course, an extra 5-year program, but it's fine. Before you know it, the time goes faster. This is me today. I'm in my 4th year. I have less than 5 months to complete my degree. We would say that when I started in 2016. If you are given the opportunity to start your foundation year, don't disregard it. Do it. It might not be the answer, or it might not be what you want, but actually see it as a learning curve for you to help your knowledge, to boost your knowledge, to be ready for the main degree. And to me, some people can even take a gap year, but instead of you to be at home chilling and not doing anything, but the foundation is like sort of a gap year, because it helps you to relax and helps you to transition well into the university. So I would definitely recommend it if you have the choice of doing it. If you got into the main degree, fine, don't worry about the foundation year. That is just one thing to leave behind and just move forward with the degree. But if you did not make it and you were offered foundation year, please take it, don't disregard it. It's not the end of the world. So guys, we are now going to move into the assessment part of the questions. Let's just go straight into it. The first question is that, how much revision did you do in the foundation year? I would say I revised according to how well I know myself. If you feel like you get the contents easily, you understand the contents easily, I don't think revision should be long for you. But somebody like me, it takes me ×3 of the time of somebody else to learn something and actually understand the concepts of what I am learning. So definitely it depends on you, it depends on your ability, the amount of time that you spend to revise. It took me longer because it takes me long to comprehend what I'm being taught. So it depends on you. I wouldn't say this is the right amount of time, really. It actually depends on you. So the second question was, how did you receive your foundation year results? At my university, we have this thing called the e-vision. So in this e-vision, they upload our exam results, test, coursework results on there. So when the exam result finally came out, they just emailed us that your result is out, and we all just rushed into e-vision, checked it like you see the panic that day, and I was just screaming like, Dad, I made it and stuff. That was just it. You get your result through the e-vision, and that's it. And if you have to have a receipt, you get that through an email as well, that, oh, you've been sent to do a receipt for one of your exams, and you then go on e-vision to check which of the exams and check what you scored. And if you feel like you want to appeal that mark and you want them to mark it again, just start sending the emails in for a second marking and stuff. Trust me, second marking does make a lot of change. I have a friend that through second marking, she was given extra 9 points. So you want to be on top of that, because lecturers are human beings as well, so they can make mistakes, so let's give them that benefit of doubt. And the thing is, how were you assessed? So our assessment was in various ways, I would say. We had courseworks like lab work to do, where we did some lab analytical chemistry, checking titration and stuff, and then you make a lab report. That's the word. You make a lab report and submit it, and you get that marked. We have like the PB Hall, I said, was a group work, so when you do the presentation of the work, you get marked on that as well. And then you also have a pair marking that also adds to your mark, plus your portfolio as well, so that gets marked. We do exams, written exams, and that is mainly in January when you come back from Christmas holiday, and summer before you go on your, around May, June, before you go on your summer holiday. So we have those two exams. So it's like the first semester exam and second semester exam. And another way of assessing us, which is not graded, is that we have formative exams, which is like a mock. And what we do is that they kind of give us a mock for you to test your knowledge of how well you've actually been revising. Some people don't take this serious, some people don't even turn up to it, and it's not compulsory, but I still take it as a real assessment so that I can test myself on how much knowledge I have in regards to that topic. If I need to learn more, then I know I need to learn more, because some mocks go really bad and you're like, wait, it's like I've not revised at all. So that kind of helps you to check. And I think that's it. That's the only way we get assessed: written, summative, written, formative, portfolio, PBL presentations, group work, coursework, lab reports, and that's it. And how was the examination for the foundation year? So I would say I had two feelings. The first semester, because it was my first time actually sitting in a university exam, it was the most stressful exam ever. I was so worried with it. Like, I was just so worried of the grades and everything. I think even when I got my grades, I got a 2-1, and come and see me crying already that, oh my god, I'm not going to make the 70% pass mark and things like that, only for me to find out that that's not just the grade that they need. They're going to add everything together to check. And even if you don't meet the 70 pass mark, like I said, they were quite flexible to still allow some people with 65 to get on the main degree. So that was literally it. The examination for the foundation year, I thought it was really hard, but however, I kind of loved the chemistry more than the biology. The biology is just, I don't know, it's just always long, but chemistry is just straightforward. Once you learn the mechanism or you learn the chemical equation, just put it back there, that's it. But biology, you have to think deeply about how you want to construct a sentence. And we had some few essay questions, like long essay questions, like you're writing like almost 600 to 700 words in the exam for the biology. So that was how I felt with it. But the second semester was awesome, maybe because I've already had experience with the first semester, so I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm expected to do, the sort of answers I'm expected to give. So that was really good for me. So second semester was easy peasy, like that. Now let's move into the social part of it. The question was, were you able to make friends in your foundation year? Yes, I did. I was able to make friends, even though some of them are not, they decided to change universities. Not that they didn't make it into the degree, they just decided, like, I'll just go to a university closer to home and stuff like that. Like I said, you would know, like, foundation year is just a testing ground for you to make any decisions you want to make. So I did definitely make friends with my classmates. I didn't make any friends with my housemates because we're all different, so it was quite hard for me to make friends with someone that's not on my degree. But it's actually good to actually make friends with someone out of the degree, because then you can have someone that you don't have to talk about pharmacy with. But yeah, I was able to make friends easily. It was because we're all in the same boat. We all had reasons why we are doing foundation year, so it was cool. The last question on the social aspects was, were you able to have a social life while completing the year? Definitely, you can have a social life while completing the year. It was just me not knowing that it is actually important to have a social life. I thought, oh, I'm only here to study and that was it. There are definitely people that had complete fun, and I'm really regretful that I did not have fun. So don't take the fact that, oh, wasn't able to have a social life. It wasn't because of the degree. It was just a personal thing to me. But that you can definitely have a social life while doing the degree, while doing the foundation. It's not that hard. It's easy peasy, if that makes sense. And that's it with the social bit. So just 2 questions with the social bit. Now the last question that I want to touch on is the final, which I thought I would just use it to just cap this all, is the advantages and disadvantages of foundation year. There are more advantages than disadvantages, so I'm going to start with the advantages. So one of the advantages is that it actually helps you to transition well from A levels. So I wrote that down so I can know how I'm going to say it. It helps you to transition well from A levels by getting used to the university style of teaching. If you think about it, for people that go straight into the degree, they haven't had any experience of what university style of learning is, so it's like just put in the middle of an ocean to just find your way out of it. However, with a foundation, it's kind of help you with that transition. So because you've gone through it as a foundation, you sort of know, because the people that are going to teach you in the main degree are the same people that are teaching you in foundation year. It's the same lecturer, so you sort of know their styles, you know their way of asking questions, so that sort of reduce the aspect of stressing over that in your main degree. So that was the first advantage. Second advantage is that it helps to fill in gaps in knowledge between college and university. Like I've been saying since I've been answering this question, is that it just helps you a lot. Like in the main degree, you don't really get a lot of spoon feeding. Trust me, you don't. But with foundation, even though you are doing a degree, they sort of feel like, oh, you're still A-level students, so they kind of give you a lot of information. They kind of give you that much support that you need if you ask for it though. Like that support is there. If you don't know something, you can go to a one-to-one session with your lecturer and say, I don't understand these aspects, can you please explain again? So that was one thing I really loved about the foundation. It helps me to fill in that gap. And if you think about it, the last time I did science was in GCSEs. That was 2013. Imagine the gaps in my knowledge from 2013 to 2016. That was huge. So I needed that moment to be able to get myself back on track and get myself back to the pace of what I have learned while I was in secondary school. And the third advantage is that it helps you to get an understanding of your field and interest, and you really get more in-depth understanding of, oh, it's like a testing ground. Is pharmacy going to be for me in the long run, or after this should I just carry my bag and baggages and just change to another degree? That is one thing that foundation year does. In the main degree, of course, after first year you can still change, but I really don't fancy that. Once I'm in it, I'm in it anyways. But with foundation, I had the choice and opportunity to decide if this was the right choice for me, or if I want to just leave it here and just go and do something else. I had a few colleagues that we started foundation year together that we're not in the same degree now, because while they were doing it, they found out that it's not meant for them, and they went into something that they had passion in. So there's nothing wrong with it. It just helps you to fill in that together understanding of what the degree is more, because we get to the pharmacy practice even though it was a foundation, so I was able to know what pharmacist does, how they work in the community. We also had and have their placements as well, which was really good to know what the pharmacy does on the real life situation and things. So that was it. And one disadvantage is, which is just what I have, is that it is just an extra 1 year, which is what everybody says, that, oh, do I want to do the extra 1 year? I feel bad I have to do extra 1 year. But think about it. Like I said in one of my other videos, if you check, I think I'll put that up here. When you start uni, you are mostly 18-year-old. I'm sure you were way younger than when I started. That is not longer. So extra 1 year is nothing. It is not our far, it is our well. Of course, extra 1 year because you have to get an extra 1 year of student finance. But don't worry about that. You can always pay that when you start earning the money. And they only take out a little, which next to nothing that you don't even notice from your salary. So what's the point? It's an extra 1 year of you building your knowledge, an extra 1 year of you building your confidence, an extra 1 year of you learning more before you put yourself into the main degree. It's nothing bad. Even though it's a disadvantage for some, I pick out the positive in it. It is not how far, it is how well. So yeah, that's it. Woo. That was a long talk of K on here, but yeah, that's it guys. That was all the answers to all of your questions regarding foundation year. I hope I've been able to shed more light on doing foundation year and the importance of it, and you are able to pick one or two things that could motivate you to just go on with it and not be discouraged. Or you can just look, some of the things that I have said could have put you off as well to decide on, okay, do I want to go through this route? So I hope you have been able to learn something, one or two from it, and actually understand more of the experiences I've had. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also share with your friends. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.